I guess Chief
Okay.
is done talking back to people asking him questions.
Oh.
Settle down, Marines. Somebody
Here
hit
we
the
are.
emergency power.
On it, Sergeant. Another bombing run?
Welcome back to Cooperative
Welcome back.
Conversations. We have more Halo 3 to play.
Alpha 6,
Yeah? You do?
If you can walk, set your boots on the line.
Wait a second, I know who that is. I just
that?
remembered. That's
Oh, yeah?
the gynecologist from Desperate Housewives.
Oh,
What's
that
the situation,
guy!
Sergeant?
Not sure. Can't reach the command.
Shame he never
Too
did
far
anything. Good
underground.
actor.
Let's mount up. Get the hell out of these caves.
Well, it's good to finally put an end to that mystery.
Concentrate on driving. I got
Yeah.
this.
I'll get the door, sir.
Okay,
Tell you
so
what, you
now,
take one hog, I'll take the other.
you remember how I said the previous level was useless?
Yeah?
Well, here's why. Because we have accomplished what we set out to do at the opening cutscene of the last level, which was to take a warthog out of this base and go onto a highway.
Oh. Well.
And now you could argue, like, oh, but it's to show the increased stakes, and it's like, that's a fair point, but wouldn't it be better if, like, our objective had to change because of that, or we had to, like, get out a different way?
It's the enemy!
I don't know, what am I talking about?
Run them over.
Oh man, look at that. Something got smashed up real good.
Well, yeah, let's take a moment to look at this. Not bad. Kind of, I mean, I guess it's a desert. Saying it's bland looking is a little unfair. But, yeah, why not? Looks nice. Looks fine for 2007.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ugly.
It's not ugly, it's not particularly noteworthy.
Why does that have to take so long?
I like the big smashed up debris.
Still can't get the
Looks
commander.
good.
Comms are a mess. Pelicans are scattered. Best thing now, get some distance between us and the base. Brutes are gonna be looking for survivors. Don't let that damn turret fire one more round!
Alright, but you know, we had our big explosive opening, right? That was like the...
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we get... Oh.
Oh, you blew up.
Speaking of explosives...
Oh, looks like we're riding together.
Alright. Whoever you are, see ya.
You walk. Big explosive opening.
Yeah, so like, oh, we smash down, we fight our way to this base, and then the base comes under attack, and, you know, we gotta... Uh-oh.
Oh, I got boarded.
Interesting. You know, then we gotta fight our way out of the base in order to succeed at getting out of the base like we were told to. But you know, now we're on to... Oh god. Now we're on to the real meat of Halo 3, right?
Big wide open vehicle section. Sandboxy firefights. You know, your choice of route.
Yeah.
Some of them are good, some of them are bad. That was
Yeah.
not a smart one, but I don't really have many options, really. Oh, wow.
What the hell? Okay.
I don't know, the AI's being really aggressive. On our left. Oh, that's not good. Oh,
It could have been better.
Not better. Yeah, sickest warthog tricks on YouTube.
I mean, it was pretty cool.
I repeat, my convoy's been hit. I've got wounded. We're on the Tsavo highway about east of Voy.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Anyone, please.
Some kind of brute vehicle. It's like some sort of phantasm or no, Revenant's already been used. What?
So, I talked about it earlier in the opening.
Yeah.
This is basically, it's a brute version of the Ghost. It's a single-person, two-gun vehicle. It's very fun to use, I like it. And there is something that actually, it does say, which is kind of neat. And it does kind of show that, yeah, the brutes are taking over. They've been replacing these Covenant staple vehicles with stuff more suited to their own. Like, they're bigger, they're heavier. So, like, that's pretty cool, right? You can tell that stuff is going on behind the scenes. Again, how they found time to manufacture these in the intervening 10 minutes between games, well, that's something else.
But you see, if you'd read the tie-in comic, you'd actually know that it was like, whatever.
The dust settles. You'll all see what I already know. Here lies the start of our great journey.
Oh, that was fun. Actually,
Honk,
you know what? I'm gonna commandeer this chopper.
Alright.
But, so
Probably
it's not...
should do that.
It's not a hover vehicle like the Ghost. It has big front tires, and it has a little hover jet in the back. It shoots explosive charges. It's cool. I like it. I think it's a lot of fun. But it is
Got
just
pointy
the
bits on the
Ghost.
front. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the Ghost, but like, you can't go sideways.
Wow, that sure is a lot of bloom.
Well, you see, we got to show off the visual capabilities of the Xbox 360.
Commander.
Speaking
Technical
of,
power
wow,
has-
look at this big ship.
The cruiser's above.
Yeah?
They found it.
Say again, Recon? You're breaking up.
Something in the crater, ma'am. Something beneath the storm.
So, once again, we have crashed to Earth, fought our way through a place, and now we're on a highway towards a city. We're just
Familiar.
doing Halo 2 again. This is not me saying, oh, we're in the same
Master
location
Chief,
because this is where the invasion
finally
was.
a good connection. Truth has
Hold on.
excavated a Forerunner artifact. We have to assume it's the Ark.
Keep pushing to the town of Boyd, Chief. Resupply birds will meet you in the next valley.
But the point is that these are the same beats, right? This is all familiar.
Yeah.
And it doesn't... People will say, like, it's an homage to the classic games. This game came out 3 years after the last one. People were not waiting for this any longer than they do any other AAA release. Like,
Oh, you mean
this isn't
the,
an homage. This is Bungie being lazy.
I reckon this game was a cultural landmark. It was on my Doritos in Mountain Dew. They painted it on the side of a building. It was at E3.
I mean, I
Remember
get
the
that.
trailer?
I do physically understand that this game was like a big deal among the Xbox community, but let me tell you, as a PC gamer at the time, nobody gave a shit. People weren't like, oh man, I can't believe the Xbox gets Halo. At the time, people were like, oh my god, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal, Crysis.
Do you remember the really fucked up advertising campaign they had for this game?
No, seriously, as a PC gamer, I saw nothing about this game.
Oh, there was this really fucked up advertising campaign, right, where they had old dudes and they were like posing as like veterans and they were talking about their experiences in combat and how grueling and horrible it was and how, you know, they were saved by him, right? And it's like they're talking
Wow.
about the Master Chief. Oh yeah, no, dude, like there are people that are like, oh, those ads were genius, oh, they were so good, and it's like, I don't know, it feels kind of gross trying to like capitalize on the goodwill of like war veterans to sell a video game.
Yeah, and also, again, the deification of Master Chief.
Yeah.
Like, remember,
Yep.
Master Chief might be the last Spartan
Sir,
in this game, but
Recon's
apparently...
Covenant armor ahead. Pelicans are inbound with heavy weapons. We need to hold out until they arrive.
Oh, defend the area?
Cool,
Okay.
great. from what we learn in the next, well, in Reach anyway, they're basically like dime a dozen. Like,
wow.
if the UNSC spends $10 on a regular Marine, they spend $15 on a Spartan.
Well, that's a Spartan 3. It's more like 20 on a Spartan 2.
I'm sorry, I don't know
Yeah.
what that is, considering the game doesn't talk about it at all.
Oh, you're right. You're so right, actually. You see, I forget. I genuinely forget, like, what the games don't tell you.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It doesn't talk about anything, the differentiation between Spartan 2 and 3. It doesn't talk anything about Spartan 1. It doesn't talk anything about the Mjolnir armor, even except that one mention at the beginning of Halo 2, where it's just called the Mark 6.
Yeah, then it's the Mark 6.
The guy says, this new Mark 6 armor.
New suits Mark 6. Yeah.
We aren't told about most of the things people like to talk about with Halo. And again, this is an utter abject failure of storytelling.
Don't know what you're talking about. Cultural landmark. The Master Chief. He's so cool. He's such a cool guy. He's so, like, witty and clever. He's got good luck. That's a personality trait.
Yeah. And it's not even like that I couldn't figure this out, right? It's not that I couldn't look on the wiki. I couldn't go to Halopedia, right? But I shouldn't have to. If I'm playing a single-player game, I should be able to know what the story is.
Well, hey, reckon this game introduced the terminals. Collectibles you can find that add supplemental lore to the game. Surely they go into this stuff.
Well, here's the funny thing about the terminals. They don't talk about anything relevant to this game's story, or the series' story as experienced through the games Halo 1, 2, and 3.
Huh.
Nor does anybody comment on the contents of these terminals when we find them.
Huh. That's weird.
So, change to the Wraith here. There's now a secondary gunner turret.
Oh, does that mean I could ride with you?
Watch
Oh,
it
man.
now. Pelicans coming in.
It
Brutes have
does.
plenty of armor between here and Boyd, Chief. But this Warthog should help you punch on through.
Yes.
Oh,
the
Warthog. Yeah, that'll be useful. Yeah. Well, hang on. Do either of them have a Gauss turret? No, and
No.
no. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, sorry. Hey, I'm an alien. I have no reason to care about you.
Yeah, old habits die hard.
Oh, hey, it's the big, swelling, heroic, triumphant main theme in the series.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we can, where are we going? What was our objective?
We have to get to a city.
Cool.
The town. Sorry, the town of Void.
Awesome. Such epic stakes. Oh, I've been exploded.
No, I almost had it.
Boyd, Chief. But this Warthog should help you punch on through.
You drive. Drive.
Me drive?
I got it correct. Yeah.
Oh,
You don't have
right.
to deal with 300 millisecond ping.
So yeah, Wraith in this game doesn't fire quite as fast as it did in Halo 2, which is a good thing.
It still fires pretty fast though, let's not kid.
Yeah.
Thing is no joke.
God. You're not an alien.
So hey, that cutscene that set up like the concept of like teeth clenched teamwork, because the chief was ready to just blow the Arbiter's brains out immediately upon seeing him. Remember that? Remember that
Yeah.
cutscene at the start of the game? Yeah, Bungie don't.
Yep. Never comes up again. They're just fine. Arbiter barely has any spoken lines in this game, doesn't have any missions dedicated to his story, doesn't have a story in this game, actually.
Doesn't have a character in this game.
Alright.
Alright. Let's do it. Sick jumps, you can do it. Wraith trick jumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do get like larger areas. Like
Yeah.
this is certainly bigger than
this-
anything you got in Halo
We got this
2.
cool vista off in the distance
Yeah.
of this thing.
Wow, what's going on down there actually?
The
I'd like to be able to
plot
look,
is
but
happening over there, yeah.
I can't, because I'm fighting.
Yeah. Well, you see, the actual plot is happening over there, and if you read these 5 books in the expanded universe...
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was a great shot, and you really did me a disservice by not dying there, Mr. Brute. Wraiths are not terribly maneuverable.
Threatening. There's one behind us, don't forget.
Yeah, I'm dying right now. Hold on. Okay.
So yeah, they put wraiths in this area so you can't stop and enjoy the big vista. It's kind of really crappy of them to do.
Yeah, lots of enemy vehicles to fight, which is like, oh, cool. But yeah, then you can't look at the thing. I'm glad no one's talking to us, at least.
What are you talking about? You and me, we need more dialogue to talk over.
Yeah, I guess we do.
All I'm hitting is right free at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to survive a little bit.
Objective survive.
No. That's not now.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So now we can look at the thing.
Okay, let's look at the thing.
That's a really cool looking skybox they got there.
Yeah, hey, look, it's that. It's the spaceship that we
It's
dropped
the Eiffel
off
Tower.
of.
There's
What's
buildings.
So they're mining something. Oh, it looks like looks like something's been uncovered.
Hmm.
So, Scal,
Yeah.
do you know anything about something called mass spectrometry?
That's that thing where you like penetrate the ground with like lasers and radars and X-rays and stuff, and you can like see what's in the ground, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We know very well what our Earth is composed of. And this is Africa,
Yeah.
infamously home to multiple heavy metal mines that are destroying the entire continent and, you know, fueling child slave labor. It's very distressing. The point is, there is absolutely no fucking way that in 500 years from now, nobody would have noticed this, sitting under this whatever the hell.
Oh, what are you talking about though? It's composed of alien metals that would
Yeah.
fuse the scanners.
So a giant, regular, disc-shaped lump of unknown material that doesn't match anything on our periodic table sits underneath a plain in eastern Africa, and everyone's just like, it's just dirt. This is such horseshit. This is one of the things where like you look at it and you're like, that's a cool skybox, but wait a second. And suddenly, Bungie's entire story here, this entire narrative set piece, it just crumbles. You cannot excuse this.
Oh, but like, I don't know, in one of the books, the Office of Naval Intelligence, they knew about it, and well, they actually try and kind of pseudo-retcon this in Reach, right? Like, it doesn't work because that's a different planet, but they try, right?
This is such bad writing. This would work if we were not playing a science fiction, or if we were playing a science fiction game, but we were like in the 1970s, or like if we were some sort of weird peasant and there's like an invasion going on in medieval times. Yes, we know what our Earth is made out of. We would have known this. We could know this now. You want to tell me? You want to tell me fucking Elon Musk going over there to Africa looking for more fucking lithium doesn't find this?
But we only know we only know about like 20% of what's in the ocean, right? So of course the makeup of the Earth is also...
fish don't show up on radar as easy as like 10 trillion tons of alien alloy.
We gotta go up and around, remember? Oh man,
Halo 3 is not a well-written game. And I will physically fight anybody who tries to tell me otherwise. Come to the Wendy's parking lot, we'll throw down. I'll bring my copy of Ringworld to bop you over the head with.
Oh, hey look, New Mombasa, remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I wonder why it's still on the road signs considering it got annihilated, remember?
Well, I mean, it's only been 10 minutes since the last game. They didn't have time to change all the signs. They only had time to invent new vehicles and guns and armor, not paint over some road signs. Look, the Covenant, the reason they're winning this war is they just do so much more with their time than we humans do.
We've spoken about that, right? How the Covenant are presented as this unstoppable force, and then you just spend all of the games kicking their ass.
Yeah. Oh, I like how these barriers are supposed to be immovable, but...
The vessel that has so long been the focus of our worship now rests on its true pedestal. Now, its holy engines spark greater ones below, relics long without power, yet ready to fulfill their divine purpose. Stand fast! Keep our enemies at bay! Soon, my brothers, we will all have our reward!
They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
So they knew that this was here, but not that this was Earth and where all the humans come from.
Look, the Covenant are alien in their execution, and we cannot hope to comprehend their ways, which is why they all speak English, so we can comprehend their ways.
I see. Hey, do you think the elites maybe might have thought to mention the whole, you know, super divine fucking temple under, what, Mount Kilimanjaro or whatever?
Look.
They didn't have time. It's only been 10 minutes since the last game, I
Yeah.
guess.
And look, only Arbiter is here.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
Arbiter's the only elite on planet Earth. Why is Arbiter the only elite on planet Earth?
Lord Hood, we made it.
Music to my ears, Commander. What about the Ark?
Fully uncovered, sir.
Then we don't have much time. Marines, the Prophet of Truth doesn't know it yet, but he's about to get kicked right off his throne. You will take our city back and drive our enemy into the grave they've been so happily digging. One final effort is all that remains.